Bloke. Y'all have to keep it in. So yeah, all right, good to go. Yeah, so we're Mighty Bloke, and these are our 3 predictions. Are you sure one?
I almost peed a little.
Oh, what? He almost peed a little. I'm Chris from Mighty Bloke. Brian's over here humping the floor while I record. Bryce walked out. He did his duty. Anyways, first up, as you can see by the screen, is Bethesda.
Way to leave me out.
Oh, sorry. You're recording on the camera. It's Star Wars just tucked in my teeth. First up, Bethesda. Bethesda kind of shocked the world last year. They announced Fallout 4. And then all of a sudden, Fallout 4 came out in the same year. Then Fallout 4 went on to be a Game of the Year contender. How can they top it? I'll tell you. They're going to start out with some Fallout 4 DLC. Can't tell you exactly what, when, or where, but they're going to announce it. They're also, their big apple, if you will, is going to be a new Elder Scrolls game. Basically, after Skyrim. So it's going to be another Skyrim for this year. They're also going to probably announce a Wolfenstein 2, because Wolfenstein did so well.
Doubt it.
I figured they're going to do a Wolfenstein 2. They might.
I wish.
They're also going to announce an HD remaster of Skyrim, which makes no sense why you'd wait to do an HD remaster of Skyrim and then a potentially new Elder Scrolls game would come out this year. I'll tell you what the kicker is. They're going to pull a Fallout 4 and be, hey, we have a Skyrim remaster and it's available right now. Other than that, there's another game I think they're going to announce that I can't say because I don't want to be a spoil sport for the person running the camera. Other than that, I think they're just going to talk about a couple things. Maybe they'll do another mobile game like they did last year. It's going to do pretty well. If I had to give them a potential grade right now, I would say it's probably going to be a B-, because everybody kind of knows what to expect, especially with Dishonored 2 already being announced. There's been a lot of leaks. Unfortunately, they can't keep their ish together. So that's my predictions for Bethesda. It's me again. No one wanted to do EA.
Disney.
Boo. I got your back, EA. This year is your year. You're going to redeem yourselves. You know why?
You're not going to talk about EA Sports at all.
You're not going to talk about EA Sports at all. That's a lie. You're going to talk about EA Sports a lot. But FIFA 17 looks great. Using the Frostbite engine. You're probably going to announce some kind of UFC game because it's a cash cow. If you wanted to shock the world, give us another Fight Night game. That's what we've been asking for. You can use the same engine as the UFC game, except we don't have to do these little vagina ground game moves. Where you twiddle the little sticks over and over again in order to put someone in a Kimura, which literally involves twisting someone's arm like this. I don't get it. Fight Night. But in all seriousness, Battlefield 1 looks super awesome. We're going to see the first gameplay for that. We're also going to see, obviously, Mass Effect Andromeda. We're probably going to see the first gameplay for that, so that's awesome. We're going to see some EA Sports. You're probably going to be off the coattails of Mirror's Edge, so you might talk about that. I don't know if there's any DLC planned, but you might get into that. Last year you did pretty well with Unravel, that cute little indie game. Did well critically, did well on sales, so I'd like to see you announce some kind of indie game. I'd like to see them announce, like I'm talking to them, they're not going to watch this. I'd like to see them announce some sort of indie game. You're also going to show Titanfall 2, which I really liked Titanfall 1 for the week that I played it, and my friends decided it was a cool game, and then they flew off the face of the earth, no pun intended. Titanfall 2 looks cool. Can't wait to see that in action, and we're going to see it in action. Here's what I want from you, EA. I don't understand why Dead Space 4 hasn't been announced yet. Dead Space 3 was the most critically acclaimed game of the series. It had co-op. Some people complained, but they're assholes. Who cares? I'd like to see that. That's my bold prediction, is they're finally going to do it. We're also going to see them announce the Visceral game, the Visceral Star Wars game that they've been working on. And I guarantee we're going to kind of have some short teaser, another teaser, to Battlefront 4, even though they're still working on Battlefront 3. They're not going to let us forget that they did Battlefront. So we're going to see that as well. And that's my predictions for EA. If I had to give them a grade right now, I'd say a B. Because I think they're going to redeem themselves. Don't let me down, EA. You've got the power. The power is you.
I'm bro.
I'm bro.
Brian. These are our lack of predictions for Nintendo. Basically, nobody wanted to do this segment, so I've been in my PJs all day and I look like shit, so that kind of reflects the fact that they don't even have a conference. Apparently, there's been a lot of rumors about their new console, so maybe they'll do something. Who gives a I mean, honestly, VR is going to be as big a disaster as PlayStation Move. We know this because PS4's VR even includes PlayStation Move controllers. So, but back on the subject of Nintendo. Yeah.
All right. I want to apologize for Brian. The issue is Nintendo is not doing a conference, which is really bad form. I love Nintendo. I wish they would do better. They haven't. Star Fox was terrible. They haven't given us a Metroid game. It's kind of weird that I'm talking about this while there's a Microsoft logo behind me. But regardless, Splatoon was really cool. I feel like they've got the peripheral. I feel like the NX is going to be cool. Another issue I have, and they do this all the time, is, we've been working on the Zelda game. Guess what? It's going to be a launch title for the new platform that we want to make money off of, so we're going to push our most desired title to that platform, even though it was supposed to come out on the current platform. I don't like it. I don't like it, Reggie. And I don't like you waving your finger and your weight around at everybody. So get it together. Moving on to Microsoft. Obviously, they're going to talk about Microsoft 3.14 Pi or whatever it is. It's going to have stuff in it. It's probably going to let you watch TV. I don't know. Who cares? I mean, unless you're going to discount the old Xbox One because this one's coming out, I don't really care. I bought an Xbox One on launch day. It doesn't matter to me. Regardless, that's a not-so-bold prediction that that's what they're going to do. They're also going to show a lot of indie games, which I really like. I'm really excited for Cuphead. Ori and the Blind Forest did really well. A lot of indie games out there that deserve a lot of attention, especially Below. Been waiting on Below for a long time from Capybara. So I'm really excited to see those kind of things. A bold prediction I want to make is that there's going to be a Rise 2. Rise, when it first came out as a launch title, got terrible, terrible reviews. I really liked it because it made me feel like Leonidas. You just slice people's junk off. It was awesome. I feel like if they make it more Ninja Gaiden style to where it's just a hack and slash and then you have to earn those like epic, one button executions, it would do a lot better. But that's a bold prediction as to what they might do. Also, it's rumored that another Spartan Assault's going to come out, or Halo Wars, one of the two. I don't think they're ready to show things for Halo 6 yet, but they will kind of maybe tease it. They might say, let's get you, let's kind of quench that thirst a little bit, because it's coming. Another thing, Dead Rising 4 has pretty much been leaked. There's screenshots of Frank West riding a tricycle through a bunch of dead zombies, and that's a real thing. And so that's pretty much been confirmed, but they're going to show it. Crackdown 3, which was announced last year, I guarantee they're going to show the first footage of that. They're also going to announce more backwards compatible games, which is awesome because I can play Alan Wake now. I can play, if I didn't already have it, the remastered version, I can play Borderlands. I can play all the Gears. Backwards compatibility, I feel like, is one big things they're doing right because we've been asking for it since the Xbox came out and they finally did it. So they're going to announce a lot of those. They're also going to show Recore, which is that game they announced last year with the girl who looked like Ash and it looked like a Pokeball was rolling around, but the Pokeball was mixed with R2-D2. And so they're going to show that, which I'm really excited about. I feel like they'll show more Scalebound, which is that dude who has the dragon. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but insert Game of Thrones reference here. Because that's what they're going to show. The dude was listening to like Beats headphones. He was listening to dubstep. Whatever. They're going to show more of it. My big... before I get to that, Gears of War. You better show me a horde mode, dude, or our relationship's over. I have autographed memorabilia. My brother and I have played every game religiously. I cried and cried when you know who died. You strung me along. You took away the sawed off from me. That was my one way to be good at multiplayer, and you just scratched it. There needs to be horde mode, and I think you're going to announce it. My big, bold prediction for Xbox is that Xbox was pretty pissed that Sony was like, oh, you have exclusive content before we do for Call of Duty? Got him. And they took it. My bold prediction is that Xbox did the same thing. They called up Activision. Hey, you let Call of Duty happen, now we're going to take the rights to Destiny. Put a lot of money on the table, and they got the exclusive rights to Destiny 2, which I feel like something's going to be shown. I feel like they're going to show gameplay. And I feel like it's going to be during the Xbox conference. If I had to give them a grade, I would say probably a C, because I feel like they're going to show us a lot of games we've already seen. I hope they've got something up their sleeve. The Destiny thing would be cool, but I don't really care. So I hope you wow me.
Oh, yeah, these guys. So surprisingly, Ubisoft, aka Ubisoft, still has their own conference. That being said, they're gonna have some Ass Creed.
Even though it's not coming out this year.
Even though it's not coming out this year, the game isn't. They're also gonna show some crap about the movie.
Hey, is the movie going to be downscaled in resolution too?
Probably. That's what I was getting to. Is that what we can really expect to see from Ubisoft are beautiful cutscenes of games we don't care about anymore. But they're going to be really pretty at the conference, and then when we get it, it's going to look like 8-bit graphics. Which is okay if you're playing like Super Mario on the Super Nintendo, but that's not what we're playing. Watch Dogs 2 got leaked. There might be another UbiArt game, Rayman, with a question mark. I don't know much about Rayman, but that might come out. I know the movie Rain Man. That's a pretty good movie. Maybe they should make a video game about Rain Man, the movie. That would save Ubisoft, I think.
That dude was hella good at counting cards.
And somebody was being really generous to Ubisoft here. On my list, it says Blood Dragon 2.
Oh, I wish. That was me.
That is not going to happen.
Well, they don't need to downscale the graphics on that because it's like 80s.
That's
type
true. Beyond Good and Evil. I don't know that one. Other than from Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, there's 2 of them. Or there might be 2. Yeah. The only thing... Beyond Good and Evil. I'll tell you what this conference is. I'm not going to tell you what this conference is. South Park might come out if they knew what they were doing.
The Fractured Butthole.
The Fractured Butthole. This one. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about Ubisoft other than they're awful. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's another Tom Clancy game. So The Division turned out good, so props to them. I'm still not convinced they actually made the game, though. I think somebody else might have made it, and not Ubisoft, because it's kind of good. But there's that other Tom Clancy game. What's it called?
It's Ghost Recon on dirt bikes.
Ghost Recon on dirt bikes. So instead of giving us a good dirt bike game, like Ricky Carmichael 2015, 18, 36, I don't know what year we're in. They picked me up on the street. I got a Mountain Dew for it. So, yeah, I see games we won't see. Oh, that has nothing to do with Ubisoft. Anyways, a potential grade for them. They're not even gonna show up. I think Nintendo's conference is gonna actually score higher than the Ubisoft one. And maybe I'm just setting the expectations really low, so that if they happen to release something good like Assassin's Creed 2 again, then we'll be all right. But I don't think we will be. So that's it for Ubi Booby. Yeah.
So, Sony, they, Bryce is over here super excited about Last Guardian.
Yeah, that's for
that
real.
looks pretty lit.
What I think we'll see with Last Guardian, though, is they've already leaked like some footage, so I think we'll finally get a release date.
Absolutely.
hopefully another Last of Us, if not some like offshoot of Last of Us. You know, that'd be pretty cool. I know I was super excited about this. They finished voice acting recording for the new Crash Bandicoot. They didn't really say it at the time, but like the guy that played Doctor on Crash, he got on Twitter and said something. And, it's pretty clear. Horizon Zero Dawn, robotic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. David Cage, you're gonna have to fill me in on that one.
Oh, David Cage. So they showed us what I don't see. You put me on the spot. I don't remember the name of the game. That's the name of the game. I don't remember the name of the game that they showed us at last E3. But I think we'll see more of Quantic Dream. Maybe even more footage or a release date or something about their new title.
Definitely gonna hear something about a new Red Dead Redemption. John Marston killed it in the first one. They had so much content for that game. They even came out with an undead version of it, and it was phenomenal. Drake's DLC, probably going to be free, because Naughty Dog loves their players, and so does PlayStation. So we'll hope for that. We're gonna see what happens with Sea of Thieves. You can't go wrong with pirates. It's always fun and something that people never see enough of on video games. Something that would be really epic and really groundbreaking would be another Kingdom Hearts game, because the first two were kind of in a very tumultuous time with Square and Disney, and so now that Disney has the rights to Star Wars, Marvel, like those mashups could be really legit and awesome. Visceral has been working on a Star Wars game, and that should be raw. Just cannot wait to see what they pull out for that one. A couple days ago, or about a week ago now, I guess, Koei Tecmo, the creators of the wonderful Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors franchises, leaked a photo of the W-Force logo and a little date at the bottom. Black background with red print. And they're saying something about the most evil Musou charged video game ever. So like an all evil Dynasty Warriors hack and slash goodness. That would be fantastic. But all in all, besides their obvious PS4.5 or Neo and their PlayStation VR coming out this fall, really can't expect too much more other than amazingness from their conference this year. So I'm going to give a tentative B+ to Sony, because they always kill it. They always bring good announcements.
And those are our E3 predictions here from your boys and gal at Mighty Bloke. I just want to say, some of you are probably mad that Bryce roasted Ubisoft. Some of you are probably mad that Brian roasted Nintendo. Look, here's the thing. Pull your underwear up, first of all, okay? We like games that Ubisoft has made. I love Blood Dragon. I love most of the Far Cries. I love The Division. We're actually going to play it right now, after we're done recording this. The issue we have with Ubisoft is churning out a lot of the same stuff. The Tom Clancy game looks like Mercenary 2. Mercenary 2, I'm pretty sure, was close to a launch title on the Xbox 360. That's what frustrates us. And granted, yeah, it's first world problems, I get that. But we're spending $60 on a title. We want what's best. We want to pay $60 for quality. We don't want the same games getting churned out. And Ubisoft just has a habit of doing that. Props to Ubisoft for unannualizing Assassin's Creed, and actually maybe it's going to have a story now. Who knows? But we're very harsh, but it's just to be funny. It's just for comedic value. You probably laughed a little bit. We like stuff they do. We just expect better. Nintendo has been on the decline for a while. If you don't agree with me, you're lying to yourself. Splatoon was really good. Bayonetta 2 was really good. And that's about it. Mario Kart 8, we're too far past Mario Kart 8 to even talk about that. Mario Party wasn't that great. Star Fox was god-awful. Yoshi's Woolly World was subpar. These aren't games that justify us having a platform just to have said titles on it. I think Wii U has already outlived itself, which kind of sucks because it's not that old if you think about it. If you think about how long Xbox and PlayStation support their consoles for, We already have a new Nintendo platform on the horizon, and it's just frustrating. I like Nintendo. I like stuff they do. I like Ubisoft. I like stuff they do. We just expect more. And no one's sliding us 20s under the table going, say nice stuff. So sometimes we're going to be mean. Look forward to having you guys watch our E3 stuff. We're very excited. See you on the flip side. Stay mighty.